Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie. This is the Bookish Travels, where we discover days and explore books. Now today is going to be a book video, an audiobook video. So welcome to my very first video of Summer of Audiobooks. Or is it Audiobook Summer? I can't remember, but there is a hashtag and I'll put it there. If I don't write it down, I forget it. So what I thought I would do for my very first video is talk about three books. The first one is my most recent addition to my audiobook library, my very first audiobook, and the audiobook that I've literally just finished. So we're going to start with the audiobook that I've just finished, and I actually started reading the paperback. This is Invasion by Frank Gardner. Never read him before. This was a supermarket purchase and I was intrigued by the cover. Now this is actually book 4 in a series, but having said that, I found that it was easy to get into. I got along with the characters, I found out who they are, and I think with these series is that they are the similar characters, the same characters, but on completely different missions or stories. So actually you can chop and choose. But we're talking about audiobooks, so let's put that down. The audiobook is narrated by the author himself, and at first I was a bit dubious. I was like, oh no, but actually I persevered and I got to really like it. I quite like it when the author reads their own book, because I just think there's something extra about that. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some amazing artists, narrator artists out there. But when it's your own book, I think there's more of a pride in it, isn't there? I would say this book comes under the espionage genre, and I did actually quite enjoy it. It all revolves about the country of Taiwan and how China wants to take it back. Now, I don't know the history of this. Taiwan produces a lot of sort of microchips and all sorts of these mining minerals and things that go into making phones, computers, laptops, all that business. And I think China wants a piece of it. Is this a situation where we have to step in? However, there is a character, her name's Hannah. She is known as a collector, and she's not an agent or a spy or anything like that, but she goes out under some kind of pretense to wherever and collects information, like takes a microdot or whatever off somebody and then gives it to our government. You know, it's like got like secret submarine plans on it or something. But she gets captured, and these two agents, Luke and Jenny, have to go out and find her. But all shit breaks loose and things really do not go as to plan. I listened to this on Audible. It has 4 stars on their website, and the runtime is 10 hours and 17 minutes. So on to the next one. It is my most recent addition to the list. I haven't used a credit on it. It's just in my wish list, and it's the most recent. And I was talking to my friend Lil the other day, and she asked me if I had ever read Elizabeth Chadwick. Now I haven't, and I've always meant to do so, so this spurred me to add it onto my wish list. Now this one is called The Summer Queen, and it's the first book in a series, and it's called Eleanor of Aquitaine, book 1. This is quite an oldish book now. It was released in 2013, but doesn't mean to say that it's not going to be a good one. Now, I actually don't know much about Eleanor of Aquitaine, so this is going to be a really exciting book for me, and obviously I can't tell you much about it because I've not read it. I will say the runtime is 18 hours and 19 minutes, and it is narrated by Katie Scarf, and this has 4.5 stars on their website. Now, the last book I'm going to talk to you about today is the first book that I have in my audio library, and that is, of no surprise, is Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie, but this is a dramatisation of the story. It has many narrators, and I'm going to list them here: Tom Conti, Jane Asher, Ruta Gedmintas, Peterson Joseph, Rula Lenska, Art Malik, Eddie Marsden, Sophie Okonedo and Wallace Hamonde. I have listened to it many times, and the story goes that Hercule Poirot goes on to the Orient Express, and there's a murder. And of course, they get stuck in a snowstorm, so there's nobody there to help or investigate except Poirot. So the manager of the company asks Poirot to intervene. So it's almost like a closed room murder mystery, but it's set on a train. It runs at 5 hours and 47 minutes and is actually an Audible original, so it didn't cost me any money or any credits. However, with Audible original, you do have to have a subscription. So in a way, you do have to pay for it with your subscription fee. But hey, there's loads of Audible originals, and I'm going to suggest a few in a future video. So if you are an audiobook partaker, do let me know which one you're listening to right now. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Hopefully staying all the way to the end. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, and do come back for more. So thanks again, and I will see you very soon. Bye.